I've got a couple of pieces of horseradish which somebody else on the allotments was given away, but I'm not going to plant it in the ground. I'm going to try and plant these into big pots and see what happens, because once you get horseradish into the ground you'll never get rid of it. So I've got a couple of big pots. This one's an old pot, fair size. This one is a bucket, so it's deeper, but it's got a broken bottom, so obviously it's no use as a bucket anymore, but it'll be fine as a pot. Hopefully it'll be fine for growing the horseradish in. So I'm going to fill that with soil and put the horseradish in, and I'll come back to you. If you've got pieces of horseradish without the crown, you would bury them deeper. But if it's got the crown on, which these do, the crown needs to be at ground level. So the top of the soil will come to the crown, which is just about there. So I'll fill this up with soil and come back to you. So I've planted this down to the crown and put the soil up to the level of the crown. Now I'm going to give it a water and mulch it with wood chips, and that's it. Just make sure there is the wood chips aren't actually touching the crown, because that could make it rot. But that is all it needs. It's dead easy to plant horseradish, and this time maybe sort of late next year, winter of next year, I can look forward to a homegrown horseradish. This one, because it's straight, I'm just going to make a hole and just put it in up to the crown. Okay, that should do. Just put it in down to about the level of the crown. And there we go. Give that a good watering. Once I watered it, it's gone down a bit. Add a little bit more soil around it. Just make sure the crown's not buried. Oh. Just a little bit more. Okay. So the root is completely buried, but the crown is above the soil level. And now spread some wood chips to keep the weeds down, and just make sure that it's a bit of clear space around the crown so the wood chip's not holding the water and making the crown rot. There we go. So that's the second one put in that bucket next to that one, which is lower down but in a wider container. So that one's tall but not as wide. This one's short and wide, and we'll see which one works out better. They're about the same size roots, and obviously soil and watering is going to be the same. They're going to get the same sun, so any difference should only be between the shape of the containers. Whether that's going to be too short, we don't know. Well, I don't know. We'll find out next year. And we've got two of them, so I can dig this one up next year and leave this one and pick it the next year, and alternate between these two, and hopefully we should get a good crop of horseradish every year. The horseradish in the containers seems to have taken. This one was the better of the two, and it's certainly looking happy. This one, it's starting to put some leaves out, so hopefully that one will be okay as well.